Golendra Patel, b August 1999, Khajurgaon village, Chandauli district, Uttar Pradesh, is a young, socially conscious Hindi poet. He pursued higher education at Banaras Hindu University, BHU, Varanasi, where his interest in literature deepened. Coming from a rural background, his poetry remains grounded in the life of farmers, labourers and marginalised communities. Within a short span, he has produced a remarkable body of work, gaining recognition across literary journals, online forums and academic discussions.
Have poetry style and themes.
Golendra Patel's poems are marked by simplicity of language, emotional depth and sharp social critique. They are rooted in rural life, labour struggles and human sensibilities. His imagery often blends the earthly with the philosophical, making his work both accessible and profound. Key themes: 1. Rural life and farmer struggles. Poems like Kisan Hai Krod portray the pain of neglected farmers and their anger against exploitation. 2. Nature and human connection. Works like Bard Flood show nature's nurturing and destructive forces. 3. Social criticism. He fearlessly critiques political corruption, democracy's failures, and systemic injustice. 4. Love and human emotions. In Sonchiraika Janamdin, he writes tenderly about familial love. 5. Philosophy and spirituality, drawing from Buddha, Kabir, Raidas, Phule, Ambedkar, Periyar, Marx and Nietzsche. His poems are not just lyrical, but deeply philosophical. Selected poems: Mera Duk Mera Deepak Hai portrays the dignity of a labouring mother. Kisan Hai Krod, an anthem of farmers' anger and resilience. Bard reflects on the dual face of floods. Sonchiraika Janamdin, a tender familial peace. Himalay Ki Hawa meditates on nature and human life. Prem Ki Patri explores love in a symbolic way. His works have appeared in Amar, Ujala, Kavya, Sahitya Cinema Setu, Poshampa and many other platforms. Why Golendra Patel is called the second Kabir. The comparison with Kabir Das arises naturally from his poetry. 1. Social reformist spirit. Kabir exposed hypocrisy, casteism and exploitation. Golendra does the same for contemporary injustices like poverty, farmers' distress and political corruption. 2. Language of the common people. Kabir wrote in Sadakari, mixing dialects to reach the masses. Golendra employs Kari Boli with Bhojpuri and Awadhi tones, making his poetry direct, raw and accessible. 3. Fearless expression. Kabir was unafraid to question both religion and power. Golendra writes lines like, open quote, Janta ko piske loktantra ki machine main rasnahi nikalta sahab kun nikalta hai, which echo Kabir's sharp truth-telling, close quote. Voice of the marginalized. Both poets elevate the struggles of the oppressed, giving them dignity in verse. 5. Spiritual philosophical depth. Kabir sought truth beyond dogma. Golendra combines Bahujan, Buddhist and Marxist thought with lyrical force. Golendra Patel and Kabir Das, the relationship. Kabir is a source of inspiration. Golendra's works resonate with Kabir's rebellious, questioning voice. Modern continuation of Kabir's legacy. Where Kabir fought against medieval orthodoxy, Golendra fights against modern casteism, inequality and state apathy. Shared language of resistance. Both poets make difficult truths simple, so that they reach not just intellectuals, but common villagers, workers and youth. Thus, critics have rightly begun to see him as a Naya Kabir, new beer of the 21st century. Conclusion. Golendra Patel is among the most promising young poets of Hindi literature. His poems blend the earthy struggles of villages with universal human concerns, much like Kabir did centuries ago. Through his fearless critique, simple yet profound language, and compassion for the marginalized, Golendra Patel is not only writing poetry, he is shaping a literary and social movement. In short, Kabir was the voice of his century. Golendra Patel is the voice of art.